Welcome everybody. If you're joining us on the replay, we wish you good luck today. I hope you have a fantastic day in the future where you're watching this, and I hope everything goes well. Let's say that. King Queen suit, we're going to min raise. Going to jam 6-9 suited. We've got a little bit of a... I'm going to be extra chatty tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I had a little coffee because I know Twitch fans like it, and I was just, for some reason, I was feeling really knackered in the afternoon. Did a session today. Normally it's my day off Wednesday, right? So we had a session today, and after the session I was like, oh, just have a lie down. So I'm having a little coffee. We're going to be a bit chatty. The goal today, relaxed and perfect poker is the plan. Not perfect poker, that's let's say as perfect as it can be in terms of our process. We're not going to be results oriented. Of course, you could jam in a bit of hands or whatnot. Our thinking, though, is going to try and be as optimal as possible. Consider as many different variables as we can, right? Coffee Tommo. It will be Coffee Tommo tonight. Good luck. I hope you're ready for a chatty session, yeah? I had to lie down after session 2. You and Scott really wore me out. Not in a sexual way, but... you know, it's more of the mind that we're interested in rather than the body. But, you know, galactic tranquility needs stimulation up here, if anything, just as much as elsewhere. Otherwise, he's not going to take any of the poker information we give him on board. It's just the way he's, you know. Hey, we got 2.5k. We haven't done a little sound effect. Where's the sound effect?
$2,500.
We need to hit an 8. We did hit an 8. We need to avoid a 10. We did avoid a 10. Good. Good start. Bobby Winger's here. Hello, Bobby Winger. Now, we got nice arm blockers. Kind of 3 and 2s are good arm blockers to have. Having said that, our hand's kind of dead. So I think we'd rather take... also, I don't think... traditionally, we might not see enough folds on a lot of these rounds. Could be a hand that might some small frequency you want to just bet and barrel. I think on this 4, we can be happy to just go for a little pot bet here, maybe even bigger. No, I think pot's primarily what we do. Not too much ace-x in their range. We can have a 4, we can have a jack. We can't really have a king, but we do unblock, let's say, lots of their, whatever, 10-9. If he calls a queen high, he calls a queen high. It's okay. Like, fine. Bobby says, Wednesday ritual, watching stream while driving home from work, the real grind. Bobby, please, as always, be careful when you're driving and twitching. Twitch has been pretty hard on the gambling recently. I don't think we need to add RTAs, road traffic accidents, to the problems we've got. Every time, I do recommend to the entire channel, by the way, go give Bobby Winger a follow, because every time one of his videos comes out, I watch it religiously, excited to see how he's getting on. Our friend in the Ontario region, crushing, absolute crushing. Yeah, we're cool here. That's a good result for us. 8-6 off, huh? Feels a little wide. 9-9 takes it down, and we get our first cash on the board. And this is interesting. Wabsy is about a week off completing a new song. Wabsy, Wabsy, Wabsy. Wobble pig, wobble pig, wobble pig. That is exciting. So she says, top tables you have. Hope you don't get smashed as North Macedonia in the last Euro Cup. Very good reference there, Antonio. I understood that reference, so that's nice. I will try not to be the North Macedonia of Euro 2021. Is it? Yeah, right? We'll check about 5-4 suit. We're going to flop trips. Shouldn't really see too much betting here. So we'll go ahead and bet ourselves. Well, it says Canada's pretty much the spiritual home of Team 651. Indeed. I might be quite tricky. Is that being too tricky? Probably a bit too tricky. Pablo, no Rebecca is worth thinking about some hands to check back. But I think when we unblock clubs, maybe with a club here, I might want to check that. I think with this hand, we're just going to head and bet. I just wouldn't mind checking back here to have something in our bet check bet range that could be an interesting value spot. Queen comes. So how much queen X is our opponent's range? I mean, there is some. Queen Jack, maybe. But I think we just jam, right? If a king folds, this jam suddenly is very dodgy, by the way. Having said that, yeah, I mean, I think we just got to go for it. The only other option is like a non-lin sizing to make a king call, which is interesting, but I think no respect is too good. I'm not going to try and mess about and do some half pot here. It would be an interesting idea, by the way, to use like a half pot and see. Because if a king folds, suddenly our bet goes from being we have a house and suddenly we make a minus EV bet almost, you know. So you do. There's a very sensitive, let's say, dial. Anyway, let's just assume we have lots of bluffs there and we'll be fine. Although I'm not sure. It's hard to know. We'd have to take like, yeah, I don't know. We'll jam the Queen 10 as well. Yeah, we've Team Swans have pretty much been there every year to the spiritual home, Canada. We have a big house party at Jack's Stacks once a year. One of the perks of being 601. This ended up being quite a good result. The fact they both had an ace, we actually ended up with more than 33%. We need to hit 8 or a queen. Queen's pretty good. I'm so excited, Wubsy. It is the second most anticipated recording this week. I think after the Osthouse Series 2, because that is also coming out this week. So, sorry, Wubs, that's a little bit higher priority. So, yeah. Ace Queen and Ace King, GG. Not much to do there. One of those reciprocality spots where stuff happens, doesn't matter. We'd play Ace King the same way. Millie would play Ace Queen the same way. It's whatever. Bobby says, your Team Simon, your Monday Bankroll stream was epic. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate all feedback, good and bad. It's nice to, like, you know, part of Twitch is, part of it at least is somewhat for the audience. Mainly it's for me and, you know, massive egotistical reasons. But really, a little bit at least is I'm interested in seeing what is, you know, popular and I quite enjoyed the Bankroll challenge. I think it's quite nice. I think the other thing is it kind of one of the challenges, let's say, in spin and go streaming, it's a bit samey at some point, right? It's like, especially playing 500s, it's the same games, it's the same players, it's the same sort of actions. Ultras, you're like, yeah, okay, I've seen an ultra before. You know, is anything else happening? And so I think it's quite nice when you can go on a journey, let's say. You know what I mean? We're going to have a progress. There's going to be little sort of moments where we break down. You know, we're going to hit the 1K, I hope. Or we go broke or whatever. We have to move down. We have to move up. And, you know, it's, at least there's going to be a bit more of a story and an adventure. It's like going on a big adventure, guys. With me as your host. Axel says, minus EV coaching confirmed. Yes. May well be. But for those big blind versus small blind bet check bet spots, which pretty much we all concluded should have been just bet spots. Eddie said, I think a spot you never bluff. Even me as a corner station would fold a king there. So probably go half pot, right? Because then he wouldn't fold the king, I guess. And then it's suddenly incredibly plus EV comparatively. Yeah, I think a half pot would be good. The problem is it's incredibly non-theoretical. And No Respecter is one of the best. And I'm not sure that it makes sense to venture that far out into off grids. You know, oh, I'm only going to value bet up 4x half and rate. You know what I mean? I think we're okay. But it's certainly a lot of opponents, I think half pot might be even more optimal there. And as the more node logging you do, the more confident you can be with these sessions, and the more, I think being confident is quite important to be able to use the right sizing on rivers with the right hand, I think. Anyway, bars for you. Oh, it's exciting, Wubs. Oh, it's exciting. Jerry Maguire in the house. Hello, Tommo. Good luck. Hello, Jerry Maguire. Good luck to you too. Thank you very much for the good luck. Let's call. We flop a gut shot and a backdoor straight draw. Sally says, every year we go to Jack's home, we do a big party and smoke there because we just don't give a fuck. Drinking my black label, is it? This is a message for all you shot takers. We're just going to crush you. It ain't even close. Can anyone find that old Jack video? Might play that again. Yeah, we call here. We turn a flush draw. That's nice for us. Bobby says, I just saw Jack sitting at cash 1,000, waiting for heads up on Antara Stars. Hashtag the dream. Jack is playing very, very high stakes, I can confirm. So when we think about what we want to bet, what we want to check, we want to bet some flush draws, and this could be one to bet because it's just like we're happy to get it in, right? If we do bet this. So it wouldn't be a bad spot. Having said that, we have some showdown as well, so I think checking's going to be all right, and maybe we bet sort of like a Jack 10 or a 6-7 or something like that. Showdown's now a bit more dicey on this board. Like we have more 3x than our opponent. I can't really have 3x here. I mean, ace 3 maybe suited is about the only 3x they can have. So they bet 1.7, and I don't know what to do. I mean, they could have an ace-x for value. That would make sense. And we could call here. They could just have sort of like a 10-9. C-bet flop, sure. 10s. All right. So we look stupid with that approach, calling when he's got 10s there. Nice value bet, by the way. But I do think it's a spot where, like, if you've got a 10 high, 9 high, 8 high, it's tempting, right? You would unblock some folds, such as our hand. Yes, we have better calls there, I'm sure. But we don't have that much, to be honest, in terms of our range. It's a bit ambitious. It's a bit ambitious. Maybe it's one just a bet turn. I don't know. I mean, fold river, of course, is the traditional. But I don't like fold rivers. It's such a strong hand. I think that might have been a guilty... I might be a bit guilty of, like, such a strong hand on the flop turn river. Wubs says, aha. Aha. That's it, Wubs. That's it. In 30 minutes tonight. I'm very excited. So he says, you know what? I just remembered and saying Karamba Wobble Pig. Searching YouTube but couldn't find it. It is available at all good outlets. On YouTube somewhere, yes. I think the link is somewhere. The Karamba Wobble Pig.